Hello and welcome to Thursdays with Annette. We're in the kitchen, I've got my apron on and my wok is ready to go. So what are we making today? Well, I'm going into the new book, More Cooking If You Want To, which is my new favourite book. And I'm going to make a recipe today that is so easy, and we've got a little bit of a cult following with this one, and it's the Thai curry in a hurry. It is such an easy recipe, and I want to talk about the other ones I've got in this family of the in a hurries because they're so fantastic. So this is the recipe that we're making today. So what I'm going to do first though is, and I want to get the milk in. So let me tell you about this and then we'll go through everything else. In the recipe it says 1.5 cups of skim milk. Now I use 1 cup for something and 1/2 cup later. So instead of just forgetting that while I'm cooking, I always do this just to make sure I don't mess up. So let's do this. It's going to go in for 2 minutes because I want that milk to be hot. And why that is because I'm going to blend it with the packet soup mix, and it's the Thai red curry soup. So that's what you want. It's an Asian one. So we put a sachet in that and then you leave it to set and just mature. So we've also got a barbecue chook. Now I got this yesterday when it was at the end of the day, and I got it so much cheaper. And this is where these type of recipes are fantastic. If you've got it, you see the chickens are on sale, then do that. But we only need half one because remember we're cooking for 2. So if you were cooking for 4, you would then use the whole one. But let me tell you, we don't use all of it, and I'll explain that shortly. So there's our milk. So we've got that for later. We've got our soup, 1 sachet. We're going to do 1/2 cup of onions sliced. Now the veggies, because it's in a hurry, you don't have time to be making your broccoli and chopping them all up and the carrots. You're going to use frozen veggies for this, and this is fantastic. It's called Oriental. So it's stir-fry Oriental vegetables, and we're going to use that in the recipe. You're going to put some garlic and ginger in it because you can always use fresh, but I'm using the little jarred ones. And the key to it, where you get that beautiful Thai flavour, is using this Thai chili jam. It's fantastic. I use it in a lot of my stir fries. We're going to put some soy sauce in, some corn flour, and as well that other bit of milk. And I've got my cooking spray to use when we're cooking it up. So that's how it works. All right, so let me show you with the vegetables. So we need 4 cups. Oh, we need 4 cups, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh it. So you've got the option. You can do either. So you can either just do 4 cups and measure it, but I like to make sure I've got it exactly what I want it to be, and it's 425 grams, because some vegetables, if you get a little bit more broccoli in or whatever, it might stick up a little bit more. 425, that's it. Oh no, I've gone down. Put that in. All right, so there's our veggies done, and as you can see, the 4 cup is there. So it's pretty accurate really, but I just wanted to show you that option as well. All right, the milk's done. Let's get it out. And what I'll do is I'll keep my microwave open because I'm going to now put the veggies in. So frozen vegetables, move them around. Do I put water in with it? Just a little, that's what I'm thinking. All right. Now this goes in the microwave on high for 5 minutes. There we go. So a bit of microwave work in here. If you don't have a microwave, then you could heat this up in a pan, and you could also just boil the veggies, so that's fine. All right, so let's do the soup. And just get your whisk or a fork and blend that together. And why you do this to sit for a little while, are you wondering why? Well, in this soup, it has some noodles, and I want the noodles to soften. So I leave that over there done for now, and we'll leave that for just 5 minutes to settle. But by the time the veggies come out, we'll be good to go for that as well. So it's not hard. All right, so now Every now and then I'm just going to give that a little stir, but I'm going to just chop up the onion, and I want half a cup of onion sliced. So I'm going to cut that in half. Don't make it too thick. So really all you have to do for this recipe, this is the hard bit, is chopping an onion. That's right. Half a cup. And it's just for 2 people, remember. So if you wanted to do more, then you'd have to, for more people, just double it. Okay, so now we're going to do the chicken. Now, thanks for joining me today, and don't forget, you'll find out at the end of the show how you can be a winner, win a chicken dinner, and win this beautiful new book. More cooking if you want to do. If you don't have it, you're missing out, because it's filled with so many great new recipes. I think 63 in total, which is amazing. All right, so we've done our onion. Now we just have to prep up the chook. So what we do with this is we see how it's got the stuffing? You don't use that. We also don't use the wing, and we don't use the drumstick. So we take them off. Let someone enjoy that if they want, but for this recipe we don't use it, and we remove the skin. Now you might go, well, Annette, you've just taken all the best bits off. Well, this is where all the fat is. Okay, so I'm looking at low fat and fabulous, and so now we've just got the meat and we take it off the bone. Now, interesting enough, if you buy a barbecue chook, let's make sure we don't get any bones in there. If you buy a barbecue chook, it's about 85 grams of fat for a whole chicken. But if you take the skin off and don't use the stuffing, it drops that chicken, the whole barbecue chicken, down to 25 grams of fat. So you can see it makes a huge difference to the fat count if you do that. And especially, especially with the skin, because that's where all the fat lies. All right, I think I'm looking good. So all I'm going to do now is, this is enough for 2 people. It's a generous serve of chicken, I think. I'm going to cut that chicken breast in half and then dice it. As I said, I got this at the end of the day, so I got a bit of a bargain with my chicken, so that's good. All right, chicken done. All right, let's move that over there. And I'm just going to wash my hands. All right, so if you're thinking about this seems familiar, like the, Thai curry in a hurry, well, actually in book 1, I've got chicken in a hurry, which was my first idea with it. Then I got in book 5, I actually did curry in a hurry, and it was a huge hit. And I thought, what other in a hurry could I do? Because you need the barbecue chook, that's the key to it. And I thought, let's go Thai. It worked a treat. So how long have we got to go? Okay, let's start cooking. So all I've done is to prep up was chop the chicken and chop some onion, alrighty? That's how hard it is. And I know there's so many of you that love the curry in a hurry and the chicken in a hurry. So here's a new one for you to enjoy now. You are welcome. Now I'm going to be using my 30 centimetre near flamme wok because it just makes cooking so much easier. And in here I'm going to put half a teaspoon of ginger and half a teaspoon of garlic. So really beautiful flavours. It's just such an easy recipe. And you know what? What I do is I tend to have a barbecue chook skinned and diced and whatever, and in a bag, and I write on it 1 barbecue chook and the date, because when they're on special. So I know I've always got all this ingredient ready to go if I need to do a meal. And so when you get surprise visitors, for example, you've got a dinner really super easy and fantastic. All right, so let's get the microwave vegetables out. All right, I'm just going to strain them over here. There we go. Make sure if you drop any, you put them back in. Okay. Let me just stir up my mix. Just got to keep those noodles softening. I'm going to now, actually I might put the chili jam in first because I want that to just hit that heat. And we're going to do 2 teaspoons. Remember, I'm using my fantastic measure spoons, so I can go straight to 2 teaspoons with that. And this will give it its kick and very authentic Thai flavour. So I'm just going to cook that for a second, in with the onion and then the veggies. As I said, remember, this is just for 2. It's a good serve, so if you're hungry, you'll be happy. And I'm just going to toss them with that garlic, the ginger, the beautiful red, well, it's not red jam thing, it's chili jam. There we go. All right, fantastic. All right, now I'm going to add in the soup mix. It's been sitting there long enough. Oh, yum. I mean, can it get any easier than this, people? Please. I mean, my gosh. Bit of pepper. Teaspoon of soy sauce. Let me get my teaspoon up there. Oh my, it is such a I get excited cooking this recipe because I know people are going to go, wow. And I know I haven't even got a sweat up when I'm cooking it. All right. Let's put in the milk with, actually no, I'll put the chicken in. In goes the chook. And look, if you really had the time and you wanted to cook your own chicken breast, you'd use Skinner's chicken breast, okay? You could do that. But the idea of this one is to keep it as the easy option when you need it. All we've got to do now is the corn flour goes into, where's my little whisk gone? Where did I put my whisk? Can you see it, Bill? Oh, here it is. Thank you, Dale. Okay, corn flour, 3/4 of a teaspoon. The remaining ½ a cup. And this is what I do when there's recipes that are a bit tricky like that. Don't put yourself in a situation where you go, oh no, I buggered the recipe up, I put the milk in at the wrong time. Just preempt it. All we have to do now is get this to boil and our dinner is done. I know. Now I'm going to serve this with basmati rice. And I like the basmati rice because it's the low GI rice. So it really is good for people with diabetes or anyone that wants to just have that better option. I mean, we don't have diabetes, but I like the fact that it's a good, good for them. It's good for us. All right, let me do that. Now, this is for 2 people. So you can see we've got a good wokful here of tucker. So it's a bit fantastic, isn't it? All right, so let's serve up. I've got some rice in my bowl ready to go. And I love this oriental mix because it has the water chestnuts in it as well, which I love. Oh, yes. Oh, come on, people. Say it with me. Who knew weight loss could be so deliciously healthy? Oh, my God, I've made a mess there. But this is your Thai chicken in a hurry, or curry in a hurry, out of More Cooking with 2. Now, if you want to win the book, More Cooking, all you have to do is like, share, and then in the comments, here we go, hashtag Symply Too Good. That's right, put that in your comment and then hopefully you'll win a person-sized copy of this book. Now, for more tips and recipes, you go to simplytoogood.com.au. Oh my gosh, am I excited about dinner? That's for sure. Now, next week's show is going to be fabulous because I'm making one of my classics, one of my all-time favorites, and it's out of book 3 and Cooking for 1 or 2. What is it? Well, it's the beef tortilla stack. So you've never made it, be here next Thursday because you will be glad you did. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a fantastic week. See you next Thursday. Bye.